Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Parables with Dave. Today I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to read myself one of these fine parables for you fine folks out there, wherever you are. And, well, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, Parable of the 10 Bridesmaids, I always find stuff like this to be quite fascinating. It's always a nice little look down memory lane for me. This is another one from the Gospel of Matthew. And if you're new to this series, before I begin, I want to thank you for discovering this series and tell you exactly what I'm about to do. So, Parables of Dave is where I just take one parable and I read it and I pretty much give my thoughts on it. Now, this is stuff that I most likely didn't talk about in my other videos of Exploring the Bible with Dave. So it's a little bit more in depth. And I hope you all enjoy it. And with that being said, let's begin. Parable of the 10 Bridesmaids. This is from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 25. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 bridesmaids who took their lamps and went to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish, and the 5 were wise. The 5 who were foolish didn't take enough olive oil for their lamps, but the other 5 were wise enough to take along extra oil. When the bridegroom was delayed, they all became drowsy and fell asleep. As at midnight they were roused by the shout, "Look, the bridegroom is coming! Come out and meet him!" All the bridesmaids got up and prepared their lamps. Then the 5 foolish ones asked the others, "Please give us some of your oil, because our lamps are going out." But the others replied, "We don't have enough for all of us. Go to a shop and buy some for yourselves." But while they were gone to buy oil, the bridegroom came. Then those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was locked. Later, when the other 5 bridesmaids returned, they stood outside calling, "Lord, Lord, open the door for us." But he called back, "Believe me, I don't know you. So you too must keep watch, for you do not know the day or the hour of my return." Now, that is actually very, very well put. Reading this, I come to the conclusion that it's a lot like, if you don't know this, the comparison is the grasshopper and the ant, where the ants just kind of brushed by and kind of breezed by through everything, while the grasshopper worked really, really hard to collect all that it needed to survive the upcoming winter. Now, this could be very said to be the same because the five wise ones were allowed entrance into the feast, while they partook in drinks and ate and were full and merry and whatnot, and the 5 outside weren't allowed entry because they didn't. They went out and got something else. They got the oil for the lamps, and they were stuck outside. That could be said today, too, about allowing God into your heart. If you're a good person, and you're always prepared, and you always have the best intentions, and you know what's going on, and you want to be the first one there, you got to come prepared. And then the Lord will let you in. While if you're just, half-assing your whole life and your whole existence, and, you keep putting it off, and then when the end times come, you go out and you're like, "Hey, look, I got my stuff now and I'm all good." Well, guess what? You're too late. And that is actually, you could actually look at that today as the means of an emergency, or if there was like a natural disaster like an earthquake or a flood or a storm or anything, you should always be prepared because anything could happen. While those who aren't prepared are the ones that always lose at the end. Looking back at Noah's Ark, Noah and his family went on the ark, while the other ones were all partying it up and doing God knows what. They all died and drowned in the massive flood. It's very compelling stuff to read, and you can really take these parables towards what's happening in one's own life, and you can kind of connect the dots to see the connections. I really like it. I think a lot more people should be thinking like this. But sadly to say, in this day and age and in this society, it doesn't happen that way. But with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching this video and listening to it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and ring the bell for me. And let's spread the word of the gospel together. Be good people, everybody, and I'll see you all later. Bye.